Good afternoon. Today is July 6th, July 6th, 2022, and I wanted to bring this update to you. For a while, I did not do a video, not because of anything, but I just did not want to do a video, uh, knowing that it's going to take a slow process of my garden coming up. I believe we've gotten to a stage where I can now do a video. So, as you all know, I started gardening really late. I think I started sometime in April. I did not, there was no, I believe it's, yeah, April, I think, or May or April, one of them. That was when I started, and it was pretty late for me. So, I have put in so much work in this garden, and this is what we have today. So, these are everything you see here, all the way down there, all like that, this line, they're all tomatoes. And I planted a sandwich tomatoes. So as you see, take a look at what we are having here. I'm going to give you an example. This is what my tomatoes look like. They're growing well. We have some in there, and they're growing out. You see them, they're really big, although they're still green. And also I developed a new method of holding it up. So last year I used some iron bars or sticks to hold it up, but I went online to figure out how people do it, other methods, and I found out that you could use yarns to hold up your tomato plant. So if we go here, this is another tomato plant. See that? See that? It's that over there. They're all coming out well, growing well, and I used the yarns for all of them to hold it up. And I feel this is simple, cost effective, and reliable. It holds your tomato plant well without breaking it. With the stick, the tendency for your tomato plant to break is really high. For me, it works well, so I believe I will stick with this. But although it takes a lot of work, but at least you get good results. See that? And I still use the same. This is just one tomato plant, but I ended up using this yarn. See that? And I have these tomato plants down here. They look like they're cluster snow. So this one's here that looks like, if you look down here, looks like they're in cluster, all planted together. It's because these are seeds. I bought this one here is a seedling that I bought, but I bought tomatoes and took out the seeds, and these types you see here are all seeds, not seedlings. I actually planted seeds. You see, they've not really grown up to these ones here. I didn't start early, but when you see them like that, it's just the seeds. I put so many seeds in one hole and they're all sprouting out like that. So that's one part of my tomatoes. If you look on the other side, I have other tomatoes growing over there. But before I go there, I want to show you on this side of my garden. As you see here, I have my tomatoes. Over here, I have my peppers. So I planted red bell peppers. So let me show you what it looks like. So this is exactly what we have here. This is what we should have. But right now they're still green. And I also bought some seeds. See this one. This one is trying to get some peppers, but it's not yet out. Hopefully it will start coming out. As you can see, we still have some clusters here. Clusters here is the same thing. These are all seeds that I bought the pepper itself, then took out the seeds and I planted them. So they're not really that grown, because I planted all of them late, but I still have hope. This one is still growing, and that's a seedling. This is a seedling. We're still waiting for the peppers to come out. Like this one over here already have peppers. You see that? I'm just waiting for it to turn red. It looks like a very big green pepper, and it also looks like a dwarf plant. It's not that big, but it's actually growing. Even also this one here has two big bell peppers. I can see that it's taking its time to turn red. I'm not going to harvest this. I will leave it until they turn red. The same thing goes to this one here. Here we have this one, that big green peppers. We have the green peppers. We have this one. They are really producing well. Just have this one here. I have like a couple of tomatoes on this side. I have like a couple of tomatoes on this side, and it's growing well. And over here we have actually planted lettuce on this side, but it didn't come out well, so I had to take it out. But here goes my son. My son decided to bring home this. He said it is a watermelon. I don't know how watermelons grow, but it looks like it's gonna grow well. We're watching it. That's one plant from my son. Then on this side of the house, I actually made use of this whole place. Right here I have my potatoes. I have my potatoes over here. This one here with this stuff. This is my potatoes. It's not ready. And here I have tomatoes. I have my tomatoes over here. These are all seeds that I planted. See, they don't have any fruits in them right now. No tomato bulb in them. Just growing up. The reason why they look like they're dying is because I replanted them. They're gonna look like that for a while, but it's gonna come back. It's not dead yet. It's not really dead. But these are all tomatoes. Over here we have the greens. These are greens, or Americans call it spinach. We Africans, we call it greens. These are my greens. You can use this to cook your vegetable soup, egusi soup, vegetable stew. Depends up to you. And these were planted from seeds. I saved up the seeds from last year and I poured them in here. It was like 1 billion seeds. And now this is what we have. So some seeds will germinate, some will not. But this is what I have. Let me go back and show you. This is my greens. I have more. I had to take the little ones from the back over there that were not growing, and I separated them, and I created this bed here, and they are coming up. See, they are gradually growing. These are still greens. They are gradually growing. These are my tomatoes. I think this is the romaine tomatoes, and some of them are, this is romaine tomatoes. These two, they are all seeds. I took out the seeds from the foreign tomatoes and put it in the ground, and this is how much I have right now. As you can see, my garden is still a work in progress. The year 2022 has not really been an amazing planting year. I'll be very honest, but I am not giving up on it. At least now we have some. Most times, like yesterday was really rainy and cold. I don't know, but we're not giving up. We're trying. I am trying to stay positive, and as a new person with a garden, I started planting last year. I am learning new stuff about my garden, about planting, and some of the highs and lows of your journey in planting. But at the same time, I'm choosing not to give up. So I will continue to work on this garden. and we'll see where it goes. At least we still have the summer till summer is gonna be here till like August, September. And I'm hoping that we have a productive year. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please subscribe, like, and comment on my videos on YouTube. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.